Greetings and welcome to my channel. What are special extra earnings for military service and what are they worth? Let's use the calculator to find out. This is my series on Social Security benefits. Each week, I will present information mostly in the form of charts and calculations based on the Social Security Administration's benefits calculator. Remember, this information is for entertainment and education purposes only. In this video, I will use AnyPIA to see how much the special extra earnings for military service are worth for my service and my wife's. First, I would like to go over what I found on the Social Security website and in regards to special extra earnings for military service. And if you have service from 1957 through 2001, you may have extra Social Security wage credits added to your earnings record. These extra earning credits may help you qualify for Social Security or increase the amount of your Social Security benefit. And then it goes into how to get credit for the special extra earnings. From 1957 through 1977, if you had periods of service during that time, you're credited with $300 in additional earnings for each calendar quarter in which you received active duty basic pay. And then from 1978 through 2001, for every $300 in active duty service pay, you are credited with an additional $100 in earnings up to a maximum of $1,200 a year. In January 2002, Public Law 107-117, the Defense Appropriations Act, stopped the special extra earnings that had been credited to military service personnel. If you enlisted after September 7th, 1980, and didn't complete at least 24 months of active duty or your full tour, you may not be eligible to receive the additional earnings. So this is something whenever you apply for Social Security, you want to verify that it's actually being credited, especially if it's going to make a difference in your payout. As in previous videos, I'll be using AnyPIA, and we're going to change some things on the forms. Under Worker Info, we have to check this box for has periods of military service. In my case, it's just one period. These would be continuous periods of military service. So maybe if you did 4 years in the Army and then 4 years in the Navy and it was broken up by, a couple years in between, then you would put 2 here. Because when you select this, you're going to get another option, another form is going to open up. You're going to get this military service form. Under the military service form, for each period that you had service, you'll enter the month and year. So in this case, I had February of 1993 to December 2001, and remember it ends December 2001. My service extended past that year, but you only get the credit up until December of 2001. So if you had multiple service periods, you would just enter the dates in these other periods. So if you entered 2 periods, you should have 2 periods entered here. Under assumptions, we are going to look at this in today's dollars as usual. We're going to go with no increase for benefits and no increase for wages. And at that point, we would calculate the estimate. So I've calculated both with and without military service. On the left is without military service. You'll notice for each of the 9 years that I had qualifying service, my income is increased by $1,200 on the after I include military service. So in 1993, my military income was $8,800, and in 1993 for after is $10,000. And each year it's increased by $1,200. So 9 of 35 years, it was increased by $1,200. Now let's see what that did to my PIA at age 67. Notice that before, my average indexed monthly earnings were $2,916. With the 9 years of military service added in, to line these up a little better, my average index monthly earnings went up to $2,967. So about $51 was the increase. This changes obviously the PIA formula slightly, and my before PIA 1,510, and after including military service 1,527. Yes, it's only $17, but over years and years, that's a big change. When I calculated my wife's, hers is actually worth $26, and she had fewer years. She had 8 years of military service that qualified. And she's getting $26 extra a month because her overall earnings are higher, or lower rather, and it had a much bigger impact on her final payment because she's getting 90% of her marginal income, and I'm only getting 32%. So each dollar I get, I only get 32%, but each extra dollar of income she has is worth 90% at this point. That's our marginal benefit. So in total, my benefit and her benefit, my $17 and her $26 extra a month, equates to about $516 per year. What are our takeaways for this week's topic? First, if you have military service between 1957 and 2001, make sure it's credited to your account. The military service benefit will have the most impact with more years of qualifying service and lower lifetime income. For my wife and I, the special extra earnings for military service equates to an approximately 1.8% increase in benefits. Thank you for joining me on this topic. This is my last planned video on Social Security, but if you have suggestions, please leave those in the comments. If you like the video, please leave it a like and consider subscribing for more content. And if you're going to retire, retire to something.